Well, it's going to be Mick Lewis to open up for Australia. No Brett Lee, of course, today. So Lewis, who was something of a hero with his final over the other night. He did go for 56 off 9, though, so he was pretty expensive. So here we go. The first ball of New Zealand's reply. Oh boy, I heard a noise.
Well, we have the advantage, folks, of some quite good sound, and the bat is well away from the pads. Let's rule that out for a start. It's not a question of pad hitting bat, something hitting the ground. The bat is well away, and I think that's a look of amazement from the Australians. And certainly Lewis is not very happy, and I don't blame him, because it looked very, very straightforward. We're working on getting a little snicker on that one for you.
And this time he's bowled a wide just to make it even worse. So the umpire comes into action for the second ball of the innings as well.
There's the first delivery of the innings. The Australians are up immediately, pushing it, feathering it towards, looking to open the face of the bat. And I've got to say, Grant, I think there's a little edge there.
That's gone very fine, and Bracken won't be able to haul that in. And that's leg buys, 4 leg buys.
Yeah, just getting a little bit leg side in this case. It certainly it does upset bowlers, there's no doubt about that, just getting in too tight.
Stephen Fleming here, taking a wee while just to settle in. Oh, he's nicked it. He's nicked it. And Fleming goes, caught behind for a duck, and New Zealand 12 for 1.
Well, Fleming has let that sort of line go completely, and here he's just run out of a wee bit of patience. Perhaps it was the width that encouraged him to go at the ball, but he's got a little top edge. It's gone through to Adam Gilchrist, so the New Zealand have lost their first wicket. Stephen Fleming's gone without scoring, and it's 12 for 1.
Nathan Astle comes to the crease with Stephen Fleming out without scoring, and Astle, vastly experienced player. Interesting though that he has never scored a one-day 100 here at in Christchurch. High score of 85.
Well, he's got 15 one-day 100s, hasn't he? But he comes in because the dismissal is Stephen Fleming, going at a wide one, looking to flat bat it through the offside. He's letting them go and letting them go and letting them go, but he's gone, just going hard at the ball.
Smacks it away. Got a bit of room to move, and he's belted this away backward a point.
It's one place you don't bowl. To Nathan Astle, drag it short and give him just a bit of width outside off. Yeah, there's the length of the ball. Loves it there.
Well, there's another boundary. Again, he's dropped it short, this time about leg stump, and it's another 4.
Yeah, this is a better stroke, I think. He's had to do more work to get this one away to the boundary. Bowling reasonably quickly, nearly 140 Ks, so Astle's done well here.
Well, that's squirted off down to fine leg for 4. And Lewis is not impressed at all.
No, double injury really to the bowler. He thought he could nearly get played on here. But at the same time, fine leg's been brought up, so it goes for 4.
Well, that adds insult to injury. Slapped away through mid-wicket. Another boundary.
This one was fuller. It was up where Vincent does like to play, and he's just opened the front leg up and allowed a straight swing really to get a good contact on it. That's the sort of length you don't bowl at Lou Vincent.
Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Boy, that came out of the screws. It wasn't the best ball Lewis will ever bowl, but Vincent, boy, did he cash in there.
Well, slower ball. He had more time. It's 20 k's slower than all, 113 k's. And it's had the width, and as soon as you give a player like Vincent a chance to swing the arms, exactly what he wants to do. You can't afford to give him width.
Wow, it's going all the way. Gee whiz, he just rolled with that one, Vincent. He's a good striker of the ball. He's 48 for 1. Vincent, he's hit 4 fours, and after this, 1-6. It was a biggie too.
Gee, this has gone a long way. He's really got hold of that. He sit there right in the screws, got elevation on it. Knew the minute he hit it, that was big.
There's the outside edge and taken comfortably. Cameron White, he's a very handy slip fieldsman. That's his second grab at first slip through this series. And Astle again, that one close to the body. He's trying to get it on the outside edge though.
Not quite full enough to be driving at. Ball just bounced a little bit on Astle. Healthy edge. And well taken by Cameron White. Astle on his way. It's been a tough series for him, out for 14. New Zealand 50 for 2.
Well, the fact that Hamish Marshall is out there means that another New Zealand wicket has fallen, and it's a shame for the Black Caps that it's Astle back in the pavilion along with Fleming, but Astle known for his aggressive play once he gets set. And now 2 wickets gone. The pressure again mounts as the Black Caps. Just see again, he's looking square and the ball is close to him. That's the one he likes. He loves him there.
Well, Vincent didn't pull out of this one. He did hit this one hard. And he hit it in the right place too. On top of the bounce again, got the hands through it. Lovely shot.
Straight up in the air. It's going high. Bracken is trying to get back under it, and it pulls up. It's almost like a pitching wedge. Bracken made good ground, and he was able to because the ball went so high in the air.
Just got under a little bit too much, Vincent, but he got enough on it. Bracken, a long way to go. Like it just came off the toe end of the cricket bat.
Had a little bit of Michael Campbell backspin on it too, didn't it? Really checked up in the outfield. I would have the harder outfields that might have skipped onto the boundary. He goes again. That one is crunched. Just threw that front leg out of the way, which increases your hitting arc through the offside. And Vincent once again looking dangerous.
Gee, Vince is looking in great form. If it's there to hit, he's middling the ball. Little bit of luck early on in this innings, but he's cashing in on that right now.
Maybe a subtle change of pace at times, but if it's a flat surface, because he's so accurate, a bit like Glenn McGrath, you can get in a rhythm with him and you can trust his length, so you can improvise a little bit. He's one of those guys that keep putting it time and time again on a dial, and here he is taking his first wicket of the day. Correction, it is his second, and another big one. The first was Astle and now Vincent.
Well, Vincent chancing his arm. He's a good striker of the ball, and he is in very good nick at the moment, but I guess the way he's playing, your luck is generally going to run out at some stage. All good things come to an end. This time it came to an end with a skied shot and frustration for Vincent. Striking it well, but it's all over. He's out for 39. New Zealand 61 for 3.
Probably Batsman with the most sound technique, Scott Styris, enters the scene. So Clark 2 for 8 now off his 2 overs, and it's 61 for 3, the Black Caps.
Well, when you're chasing a big total, you have no option but to continue to go hard at the ball and look to score as many runs as possible within the first 20, especially through the power play overs. Vincent just slicing that one, top edging.
The white worm is going down. 3 wickets have created that decline. But that'll help the cause. There's a lot more of those required. Played nicely from Styris.
Good shot, Styris. Johnson just too short. Styris helps it on its way. The line was there. That one was over the top of leg stump. Styris just needed to get a bit of bat on it.
That's a good shot. There was some width there, and Scott Styris has punched that through extra cover for 4. Good cricket shot. 72 for 3.
A rare opportunity really for Styris to put one away. I mean, it's on the up, so it's a terrific shot, just a little bit wide. Beautifully played. Just stand and watch.
Wow, what a good shot that is. He's just ramped that over the top of gully for 6. He's got a big chunk of it. Now the Australian tactics against Hamish Marshall are very obvious. They're going to bowl short. They don't want him rocking forward. Good shot. Success of a shot.
Yeah, it is a good shot. I mean, it's just using what pace there is on the ball, the bounce of the pitch, and just, as you say, ramping it up over the top. Instead of trying to hit it hard and hitting it squarer where third man would be. Oh, big mistake. So just a bit ragged, the Australians at the moment. 2 bonus runs for New Zealanders. I'm not sure who the culprit is down at mid-off. It might be Mick Lewis. He just didn't do the backing up. Michael Clark is just threatening Scott Styris a bit down there, and the backing up not effective.
Great shot.
I don't think they want to keep peppering Hamish Marshall with too much width outside off stump. A good over for New Zealand, very good one. It's 86 for 3, time for a drink. They slipped, he's out if he hits. Oh gosh, they've missed again. That's 4 they've missed, the Australians. And Hamish Marshall was nearly gone for all money because he slipped on the pitch.
Oh my word. Well, Mitchell Johnson's going to remember that moment for a long time. He could almost have just gathered himself in a little gentle underarm. May have been his better option. He elected to go overarm. Yeah, very, very lucky.
That could be out, does it? No, I thought I heard something as it went past. It may have been Hamish Marshall hitting the ground, but it's all happening all of a sudden. Since the drinks break, the Australians have had it on a string.
And that's just tailed away a little bit too. And there was a sound. Hard to know whether the ball sort of jammed at the same time as when the bat sort of passed the ground.
Clark, another chance. Boy, oh boy. Styris trying to invent something there, and he's going to pick up a boundary. It was a little streaky along the way, but just broken the shackles to a certain degree. Wasn't a bad piece of bowling, and Clark can't believe his luck.
No, we can't, but that's my point. We've got to put some pressure back on Stuart Clark. And that's good. It's a big, bold shot. It's a big, thick outside edge. There's an element of luck to the result.
Terrific shot. Straight down the ground, just on the onside. It wasn't exactly a half volley, but Styrus is looking very good. It's 101 for 3. Here's something for Australia to ponder on.
Straight down the ground. And a good clean strike by Styrus.
Bold blow by Scott Styrus. Where the situation just gave himself a little bit of room and hoiked that one to the onside. Australian bowlers have been working an offside plan for both these players. Very heavily packed offside field. Styrus then fetched that one. Pretty intelligent, bold shot.
Goes again. Another 4. So the 50 partnership comes up between these two. Looks as though someone's thrown the switch here.
Styrus changing his plan, looking to go onside and targeting the youngster. Trying to expose perhaps a little bit of an experience, put the pressure onto the young Australian left arm quick. Captain comes across now, has a word. No change in the field though.
Well, that's very fine. That's another boundary. 3 out of 3 in the over.
Clever batting. Previous balls, same delivery really. Styrus had looked to heave in front of the wicket. This time he just ran it down nice and fine. No slip in place, as you can imagine at this stage. Frustration for the young seamer.
Oh, he's lost it way down the leg side. Now this, well, it's not going to make it to the boundary. There'll be a couple of wides here.
Have Gilchrist get a glove on that, perhaps save his seamer a couple of runs here. Coming round the wicket, no, slower ball, try to change the pace up and the line. Yes, and Gilchrist just getting a hand on that.
He's got plenty of bat on that. Oh, it's through. A lapse in the field and a boundary done by the spin. Many a cricket has been done by the spin down there.
Solidly hit by Styrus. Fielder had to come down very quick. Ball only bounced twice. Often it is the second bounce and the ball will spin a little bit on the turf. Perhaps that's what's done the fielder there.
So 8 runs off this over already, and still a ball remaining. So the run rate now starting to pick up quite dramatically. It's up to 5.69. Well, that's a big heave. That's 6.
Once again, Styrus looking for the right length to attack. 50 for Styrus. A very, very good innings. He needs to keep it going. 51 from 48 deliveries. This ball on a good length, and Styrus was able to get underneath it and club it away over mid-wicket.
He's got that away fine. That'll be a boundary as well. Good batting. The man backward of square is just backward of the umpire, and he's got it away very fine for another 4. That's going to be going to the boundary. That's a very rough delivery from the leg spinner. A real half tracker, and it's 4 runs to Hamish Marshall.
Well, it's going to be an easier job if they're presented with deliveries like this. A rank long hop and well placed.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. It was the wrong one, I think, and Marshall gave himself some room off the pad, onto the stumps, and away he goes.
Disappointment for Hamish Marshall. It was the wrong end. It was well bowled. Marshall looking for some room to play through the offside. It wasn't there. Got himself in a horrible tangle. and only succeeded on somehow getting the ball onto the stumps. Marshall on his way for 27, New Zealand 149 for 4.
Craig McMillan comes to the crease. Vastly experienced player these days. Hasn't really hit his straps at all in this series. Well capable, as we know. And boy, do New Zealand need something out of him today.
Do they what? Styris going well at the other end. Hamish Marshall, who was just starting to get things happening for himself, has unfortunately not read the wrong one and is on his way. Now McMillan.
Works it away for a single, and it'll only be a single. But you wonder whether he did read it here, because he stepped away to give himself a bit of room and then got horribly jammed up.
Ball slightly short of length, and that's what he was trying to do, give himself room to hit it, but he didn't think it was going to come back at him in that direction.
Well, that's a gift. He doesn't seem to have a lot of control, Cameron White. He's bowling the odd good delivery, but really he's all over the place.
Presents McMillan with a gift here, and McMillan will accept that with glee.
Styris goes after him. Big hit. Very big hit.
Good bowl blow by Styris. For a minute I thought this had gone straight up in the air from that shot. You can see there just perfect elevation to get it overlong on for 6.
Oh, fluent shot from Styris. Might have enough on it. Dive, and he misses out. Lovely cover drive from Scott Styris to end the over, 9 off it. 176 for 4.
Good cricket shot from Styris. We've seen him premeditate on times here, and this time he's just played a classic cover drive. A few loose balls being offered up by the Australian bowlers right now, with the change bowlers on, or part-time bowlers, and Styris is taking control of them.
Plenty of power left in that New Zealand batting order. That's an edge, and first ball of off spin from Andrew Simons. Craig McMillan, the feet did nothing. He's looking to angle it down through backward point, not getting in line once again, and perishes.
So for New Zealand, they lose another wicket. It just slides on, and instead of playing with the full face of the bat, Craig McMillan has decided he'd rather use just half a bat to work it down to the third man area, and even though there's no slips in position, he gets a little outside edge. That's the danger of the stroke, and he's perished for 11, and New Zealand 179 for 5.